Hi, I'm Beck and Food's My Life. Today I'm going to make a birthday cake for my son. So I thought I'd turn the camera on and show you how I make my triple chocolate cake. And it's coming right up. So the first thing you need to do is grease and line a 20cm cake tin and trim off any excess paper so that it will fit in the oven. Next, take 1 tablespoon of instant coffee, add half a cup of water and let it dissolve. In a small saucepan you need 200 grams of unsalted butter, 200 grams of dark chocolate, and add your coffee mixture and about a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Give that a good stir, melt on a low heat until nice and smooth. In another bowl, add your dry ingredients, so half a cup of self-raising flour, half a cup of plain flour, 1/4 teaspoon of bicarb, 1/4 cup of cocoa, and get a whisk and give that a good mix. Next we're going to add our sugars. That's 1 cup of caster sugar and 1 cup of brown sugar, and again make sure these dry ingredients are mixed well. In another bowl we're going to add 3 eggs and lightly whisk them together. To this we're going to add 1/3 of a cup of buttermilk and again whisk to mix those 2 ingredients. Now to our original dry ingredients we're going to add our melted chocolate and our egg mixture. So add all together, and the idea is to mix to combine. You don't want to over mix at this stage. Once that's done, we're going to pour the cake batter into your prepared cake tin, and we're going to bake this in a fan-forced oven at 140 degrees Celsius for about an hour and a half. And don't forget to lick the bowl and the spoons before you wash up. Now onto our chocolate mirror glaze. We're going to need 3 sheets of gelatin, and we're going to bloom these or soak these sheets in a shallow dish of water. It's important to put 1 piece in at a time so they don't stick to one another. Then in a small saucepan we're going to add 1/4 cup of water, about 3/4 cup of caster sugar, and about 104 ml of double cream. We're going to mix these ingredients together on a low to medium heat until the sugar's dissolved. And that should take about 10 minutes until that sugar's dissolved. Then we're going to take the saucepan off the heat and whisk in that half a cup of cocoa powder until it's all nicely incorporated and glossy. Now it's really important that we squeeze all the excess water out of our gelatin leaves, and we're going to add that gelatin to our warm mirror glaze and whisk it until it's nicely dissolved. It's really important at this stage that we strain our mirror glaze. So strain it straight into the jug that you want to use to pour the mirror glaze onto your cake. Now we're on to our chocolate buttercream. So 500 grams of butter, and we're going to whisk that until it is nice and pale. So that's the trick to making really good buttercream, is we want to whip that butter until it's really pale, really smooth, and really nice and creamy. Next we're going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and 4 cups of sifted icing sugar to our butter. We're going to attach the beater now onto our mixer, and we're going to start on a low speed to gently incorporate those ingredients together. Once we've done that, we can put up the speed a little, and we're just going to add a splash of milk. Really, the milk is all about getting the right consistency that you want for your icing. Then we're going to add 1 cup of cocoa, and again, gradually increase the speed to incorporate those ingredients together. Ganache is easy. We're going to add 100 ml of thickened cream to a small heavy base saucepan on a medium heat. We're going to heat that cream up till we can see that it's starting to boil. We don't want it to boil completely, we just want to see those little bubbles around the edges. Then we're going to add 100 grams of dark chocolate to the cream. Make sure the chocolate is covered and let it sit for 2 minutes. After that we can stir it together until it becomes a nice thick consistency. And there's your ganache. Now it's time to assemble your cake. So I've cut my cake into 3 equal pieces, and I'm going to start with the ganache to sandwich my pieces together. On top of the ganache, I'm going to put the chocolate buttercream. So we're just going to smooth it out as best we can. Repeat the process with cake, ganache, and chocolate buttercream. Finally, we're going to top our cake with the final piece, and now it's just a matter of using all our leftover chocolate buttercream to fill in the gaps, and we're going to do what we call a crumb coat. So we're going to coat our entire cake in chocolate buttercream to hide the crumbs of the cake. It's not our final coat, it doesn't have to look perfect. Once we've done our crumb coat, we refrigerate it, then we bring out the cake. Here it is again. This has come out of the fridge, and now I'm putting on a second coat of chocolate buttercream. Again, this is not my final coat, so it doesn't have to be completely perfect, because soon we're going to cover it in mirror glaze, but try and get this coat as smooth as you can. And finally, we're going to pour all that beautiful chocolate mirror glaze over our cake. Now the cake must be chilled and the mirror glaze must be about 45 degrees. Then we're going to put it back in the fridge to set. So there you have it, my triple chocolate cake, consisting of chocolate cake, chocolate buttercream, chocolate ganache, and a chocolate mirror glaze on top. I'm at the point now where I'm going to go ahead and decorate this for my son's birthday. So if you've decided to make this cake and you're at this point too, now you're ready to get creative. Perhaps you might want to top it with some chocolate shards, maybe some white chocolate curls, maybe some fresh berries and a little hint of icing sugar. The possibilities are really endless. So why don't you go ahead now and have a go at making this triple chocolate cake. Check out the description box below, find the link to my website, and from there you'll find the recipe for this amazing cake. Don't forget to like my videos, share my videos, or better still, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.